Okay, now today we will be talking about the controversy king, the flying beast. Now, what he is doing is that he's trying to grab up more and more audience by shifting from the ongoing trend of vlogging, then either making some profitable content that he used to make by the fitness TV channel. According to me, he used to know about fitness, but after what has happened to him, he is not at all able to grasp up the situation that what he has done. You know, when you have a family, you have someone to look over, you don't go boy that way. Now, like, what he has done is that I will simply type up that gaurav taneja air asia. Supposedly being suspended from a company, I think he should be ripped of the title that he is giving on the captain at Air Asia. Captain at Air Asia. Actually, what he did was that he used to work in the Indigo Foundation, and then after seeing that the company is not paying him well, he got into the tiredness of it, and he wanted to get to the place where he learned that this company is not enough for him. Being a civil engineer graduate from IIT Kharagpur, this person is a civil engineer graduate from IIT Kharagpur, and still he doesn't opted for an engineering job. And we people, we do BTech, we have been striving hard for the jobs, we are not getting jobs, and this man is making mockery out of the IIT Foundation, and still we like to watch him. According to me, this content is just a trash. Like,
ये टच
you see the
बहुत
ad.
कुछ कहता है, इसे खोइए मत, इस टच को हमेशा से
So it is one in the
No, actually, what happens is that he's showing these ads because it embarks his insecurities that they have earned.
morning. I don't know who praised.
I'm not saying that he is not good at YouTube, but actually he has made a mockery out of it, because nowadays what he is showing that he drinks tea 3 times a day, and he want to see and he want to look out to us that he is a very great YouTuber. He's a fitness YouTuber, but he illegitimately calls himself. But actually, to me, he's not a fitness YouTuber. He's just a social media brat. Actually, he excelled the art of luring people to see his shitty content. It's just literally the shittiest content I have ever seen. His videos. You will see that I have subscribed to his channel because, man, he used to make the best content. But now, after his downfall, after being suspended from the Air Asia as captain, because you told people things that people were not supposed to know. There are some things that remain behind the curtain for some reasons, like in the Indigo also. If you will get to the technicalities of flying a plane, and if you focus on those things, then it would become literally really irresponsible for that company to tell you everything. Like we all know that in India the standards are not maintained, so if we go on checking to every life jacket, sometimes there are some discrepancies which go on following. Like sometimes they serve you non-veg meals instead of veg meals, but it doesn't go that way. He literally told us that what we should be fearing, like flying beast. Go to channel, then to videos. Why is Air Asia airline is silent? Man, they are not silent. They will rip you apart very badly. Reason behind suspension from my pilot job. You know that he's making some cringy content out of everything. We are making a special gym and two pilots study together. She broke my new iPhone 11. You are not supposed to give phones to a 3 or 5 year old person, and still he is doing that. That messed up seriously. You know, this is the cringiest content I have ever seen. You cannot go on like this for a long time. I don't know, because maybe it is the self-esteem of his that got hurt. But now he is making very bad content, according to me. A person like him should not be allowed to be on the YouTube if he is making content like this. Now, what happens to us is that we were lured by the type of life he lived, but he used that to a grassroots level to expatiate us. And now I would not like to have subscription to him, so I am unsubscriber him. And you all people should also do that, because you are giving him his own time. We're giving his our time, and he's taking advantage of it. And you cannot go on like that, because now you have questioned the authorities of an AirAsia, which is a global airline which helped most of the immigrants in giving a free travel to the people in the time of trouble. When the epidemic was happening, they gave the free travel to the immigrants and the workers and the laborers to go to their native states. And you are questioning their authority. You don't have any kind of right to that, because maybe it was you, because you were so much busy and indulged yourself into from switching industries, like from instead of doing a civil engineering job, he opted for a pilot job, and then after pilot also he came to know that there is more money in the my protein brand, which he endorsed too much. And believe me, the shittiest protein you ever have. It will not give you result as much as the diametize and the nitro truck once gave, only because that company has invested in India and have targeted these kind of fools. We should unsubscribe them, and we should make them know that you cannot challenge anyone. Like if today he's challenging an AirAsia, tomorrow he will challenge our own government by saying that they are not doing this properly. You don't know shit about it, okay? Believe me, you don't know shit. Even though you give 12 industry to us industry, you don't know shit. So, signing off, the catastrophe. Believe me, man, you should unsubscribe to this shittiest person. Thanks.